Inconsistencies raise questions about the disappearance of two sweet, friendly children.
We'll speak to anyone in a store. Everyone, they're just extremely sweet kids. I appreciate the huge search effort going on right now, but we've been pushing for an Amber Alert, which hasn't been issued, not just that they could possibly be abducted, which it is a possibility that they could have been, but just
and I really want to see the inside of the house with you, so I'm going to show you that next because there's so many things to dig up, and I'll give you a quick, and thank you for who pointed out it was on the Evil Exist channel, you guys. Thank you, because a lot of you guys are deep already, 3-4 episodes in, and we're only on episode 1, and not because we're not looking into it, but I need to present the right thing about it. All right. And thank you, Robin. It is absolutely about the kids. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's not about Robin or Rebecca or Johanna. It's about the dad. It's about the Jack and Lily. And then after that, what the stepdad did, what the mom did. Those were the two people that were there. Right. But I do have a video on inside of the house and then a quick one on the biological father so we can get that out of the way. But there's a lot to this. We'd be here for 4 hours getting into everything I want to present today.
Alert to let everyone know that they are missing.
Immediately, people started questioning what the mother had said. It's very bizarre that in her statement, she doesn't know that the children were outside, couldn't hear them open the door, but then knew that they were outside. The way she talks about the door opening, she's not talking about it as if it's a possibility. She's talking about it as if it happened, yet at the time she didn't know that they went outside. I personally find this to be interesting because if your children go missing and the last place you saw them was inside of the home and you never heard them leave the home, why would you start telling the story that they were outside playing if you didn't know that they were outside playing? That's the first time people started questioning the mom because she knew so much while saying she didn't know anything. From May 2nd to May 4th, more than 160 trained searchers were involved in looking for Lily and Jack. They covered about 4 square kilometers of dense wooded terrain using everything from infrared technology to helicopters and drones. The interesting thing about this is what they're saying is that the terrain is so difficult for even trained adults. So how would a 4 and 6-year-old even be able to get out there unless they had help or someone take them out there? Them searching a terrain that they know that a 4 and 6-year-old wouldn't be able to do themselves definitely tells me that they have concerns that they were not alone. On the 5th of May, the RCMP stated publicly that there was no evidence of foul play or abduction. That same day, many began questioning why an Amber Alert hadn't been issued, especially given the children's ages. Now, the only evidence that they have found of the children at all is one footprint on the edge of the woods. Some people are questioning if this footprint was planted there. Now we have to talk about the stepfather. Daniel Martell has done interviews and people immediately noticed that there was a scratch under his eye.
Last few days have been very stressful. I mean, ever since the Friday morning when we noticed that the children were gone.
And if you notice how he talks, please do pay attention. He'll say one thing and then decide to change his words. Now, I don't know if that's a DRUG habit. And he's blah, 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 blah. He says, we're looking for the children. Like, he does that a lot. He'll be talking and he'll just talk really fast over himself. It's really weird. I don't know if that's him being in a state of panic, which is better for me. I'd rather see him being panicked and feeling something than that mom that I feel like she's citing it word for word. We're going to say this. We're going to say this. We're going to say this. Da, 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 da. No emotion. Yeah, he says kids, children. Like, he does it a lot, though. He does it a lot. I've listened to this many times.
Immediately jumped in the vehicle, surveyed all the areas, many dirt roads, many culverts as I could. And waited for the police to get there.
If you look at past photos of him prior to his children going missing, this scratch is not there. When you have two missing children, you have a wife that is giving weird statements that don't exactly line up, and then the husband has a scratch under his eye. This raises red flags for people observing the situation and these missing children. When he conducts interviews, he's also said some very bizarre things. He's describing clothing that they were wearing, shoes they had on, backpacks they had with them.
How did
Yet
he
they
know?
didn't know that they were even outside. So how would he know what they took with them when they went outside if they didn't know that they even went out there?
Took their boots. That's pink boots for Lily, blue boots for Jack with dinosaurs on them. Lily had her backpack with white, and it was white, strawberry.
Yeah, guys, how is he describing that when they didn't even know they left? How in the frick is he saying that because the backpack's missing? Are you telling me that they got dressed, put the backpack on, and they only had that one thing, so Detective Stepdad knew what happened? Something's the problem. Yeah, chat's covering the dad. We'll get to that. Lots of red flags. Hashtag always arrest Jen Soto now. We're going to come back to that later this week, and we're going to do a call-in. All right, you guys listen, though. You say doesn't sounds like Jen Soto, don't it? Just wait who we compare it to. And don't forget, guys, hit the like button and comment. If you don't comment, you won't be able to win the blanket. I don't even have a blanket. You hear that, Tiff? I need a guilty of crime blanket. I know. I need to buy one. Put it on my tab, right? All right, let's keep going.
Strawberries on it. I imagine now if they're in the woods that it'd be probably brown, but I don't see them carrying their backpack. I don't see them keeping a pull-up on for that long after it got soaked from the very first day. We only found the 2 boot tracks outside of the house.
Whereabouts?
Right beside the house, probably 10 feet away from the backyard.
In the backyard, okay.
Nothing new other than the helicopters are still in the air, and they had dogs. They took around the dogs today, and as of last night, they had 8 more drones going up with infrared. I urge the public to come out if you have anything, come out as fast as possible and get it to any detachment or any police service that you have available to get to talk to. And Jack just absolutely loves bugs, dinosaurs, anything like that. But Lily loves girly things, but she also loves doing everything with Jack, bugs. They're like best friends.
There was a moment.
And he did say loved. He did use her in the past tense as he was crying, guys. So I don't know what that is. And yeah, thank you guys for picking up on the blanket. Last night I was freezing on my way home. Freezing. I got stuck in the back seat, right? I got stuck in the back seat. All the windows were down and the drive was far. I was freezing. I sure wish I had that guilty of crime blanket. Yes. You caught that. Past tense. All right. What's up, Amy, Pennsylvania? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's get these children's name out there. Lily and Jack Sullivan. Lily is 6. Jack is 4. And we got to use that in the present tense, you guys. All right. Because, I mean, you see how many people are out there searching. They didn't find them. At this point, I wish somebody had them. I would want a kidnapping because at least they might be alive. But the whole autistic thing and the way they describe them, I don't know.
Moment where he said that he was surprised that they didn't find anything, not a pull-up or even a backpack.
I'm still holding out hope. I don't know why they didn't find anything from Jack's pull-up to her backpack or any of her belongings at all. They just haven't found anything.
It is so unbelievably strange that this man keeps talking about why didn't they find a pull-up and a backpack. He mentions it in 2 different interviews. It is oddly specific.
The children, they mentioned that was the first thing that popped out to me as they said the children were autistic, and I thought they used the low functioning, if I'm correct. You guys let me know. Again, this is a big case, but the whole missing autistic children is what jumped out of the screen. I'm like, oh no, not again, not using this again. Lady for Justice, good to see you. Natalie B, thank you so much for becoming a member. All of you that are supporting the channel, like, subscribe, share, all free ways. And Natalie B, thank you for becoming a member. Help support my channel. All right.
items. He even says in one of these interviews that he suspects if they find a backpack, it's going to be really muddy now, and says that after getting soaked the first day, he would have taken his pull-up off. It's really bizarre to me. It's almost like he knows there's a backpack and a pull-up out there to be found.
I imagine now if they're in the woods that it'd be probably brown, but I don't see them carrying their backpack. I don't see him keeping a pull-up one for that long.
Some people are even questioning, is he mentioning these items because he planted them and he's shocked that they didn't find anything like that? I honestly feel like if they do find a pull-up and a missing backpack, that he needs to be arrested. But as of right now, there's no evidence that he actually did anything to his children. There's just a lot of bizarre behavior that definitely raises some questions to if he was involved.